Hello, and welcome to another SLP at UCLA video. Today we'll be talking about some more advanced part creation features in SolidWorks. So let's just jump right into it. You can see here I have this particular shape, just kind of like half of an hourglass, right? And let's say I actually wanted an hourglass shape, which is like two cones stacked on top of each other. To do that with the feature creations we've discussed so far would be mostly impossible. Because I mean it's all straight lines and no curves, but there are actually a couple ways you can do this. So I'm going to do it first with a revolved boss / base. So that's this button up here at the top. So we're going to click revolved boss / base. We're going to come down here. We're going to open up this dialog. And we're going to select our contour. Right? You can highlight in red when your mouse is over it. Click it, and then we're going to choose an axis of revolution. So for us, we're going to choose this inside one. And you can see we get our hourglass shape. And once we click this, now we have a part that looks like an hourglass. So that's the revolved boss / base feature. And it's really helpful when you're trying to create some complicated circular thing with a lot of indents or things like that. So the same kind of thing happens with the revolved cut here at the top. So let's open a new part. I can show you. Perhaps we want to do maybe a pulley shape. So let's create a cylinder, and by pulley shape I mean something that is a cylinder and has like an indent where you would be able to put some cable or line or something. So let's make this like 30, just give us some ample room. And now let's create a new sketch. We're going to choose one of our initial planes here. Let's choose the front plane. Right, that should take us in the middle of this thing. What we're going to do is you're going to do maybe just a little triangle shape, right? Keep it simple. We can dimension this, say it's like 0.5. Should make this 2.5 away. You can say that the middle of this is horizontal to this, and we'll say it's a good, we'll say it's 10 away. So now we have a triangle in the middle of this part, and we want to revolve it around here to take away this, this triangle worth of material from the entire thing. And you could do it with the revolve boss base, but we're going to do it with the revolved cut. But to do that first, we're going to have to create an axis through the center of our part, and we'll go over how to do that in more depth in a later video. But for now, we have an axis through here. You can also do it with another sketch if you wanted to, or you can do it with the same sketch actually. You can come in here and just make a axis like this. Right, that'd be an axis too. So let's use the revolve cut feature now. We can come down here and select our sketch. We're going to select the contour, right? You're not going to see it turn red because it's hidden inside the part. We're going to choose our axis of revolution. Okay, well, if you can't select it, like I can't right now, that's the line we drew. But it doesn't like that all the time. So what we're going to do is we're just going to select this axis here, this. You can see we have this strange shape, and that's because I have thin feature selected, and we typically don't want thin feature selected. So we're going to unselect that, and you can see our preview has the circle, or has the triangle revolved completely around the circle. We can click the OK button. We have another hourglass shape, and maybe this is like a pulley, right? So next, we're going to take a look at the Loft feature. So let's take a look at that in a new part. So here we have a couple sketches I created. One is on just the top plane, and one's on a second plane that's higher up from the top plane, just parallel planes. And we're going to use the Loft feature right here, the lofted boss / base. So we're going to click on that, and it's going to bring up our dialog box on the side here as usual. And what we're going to choose are two profiles. So we're going to come on here. We're going to choose our two sketches. We're going to choose sketch 1. We're going to choose sketch 2. And you can see what the Loft feature does is it takes one shape and, ridges it up until it reaches the other shape. So if we click the check mark, you can see we have a hexagon down here, but up top it's a circle instead of a hexagon, right? And you can go from similar shapes, different shapes, any type of shape. And I would recommend playing with that and the lofted cut, which I'm not going to show you in this video, because going through every single thing would take a little bit too long. So that's the loft feature. And now let's take a look at the sweep feature. So here we have a little paperclip shape, and the sweep feature is, or the paperclip is the perfect way to demonstrate the sweep feature. So a paperclip would be incredibly difficult to create just by itself, because you have all these curves and straight lines, and you have to make a bunch of sketches. But you see here I've created 2 sketches. That's all I have to do. And then I have to click the swept boss base. So what you have to do with the swept boss base is you have to have a, here we'll click on it. We have to have a sketch profile, right? And a guide curve. So the sketch profile is just any closed sketch, right? That's typical for extrudes, right? So I'm going to choose my circle down here. And then my guide curve is the other one, the one that I want the circle to follow. And I'm just going to click sketch 1. And you can see our preview is the entire paperclip, like this. And now I have a paperclip shape here in SolidWorks with only 2 sketches. The same is true, of course, for the swept cut. And again, check that out by yourself, because it's a little bit too much to show today. I hope you learned something today, and thank you for watching as always, and have a great day.